Hey y'all, welcome back to Ways of Change. I'm Vanessa, and this is the space where I document my overseas job search, my personal reinvention, and what it looks like to keep showing up for your next chapter, even when life feels uncertain. Today is 74 of me posting every day for 100 days. So subscribe to the channel and hang out with me for a while. I didn't submit any applications today. There wasn't anything that made sense to apply for. But I did complete my engagement hour. And I also posted about something from yesterday's episode that really stayed with me. Embarrassment passes, but regret lingers. Y'all remember that? If you don't, go watch the episode. And the more I sat with that, the more I realized how deeply it connects to today's message. One of the biggest regrets many of us carry is not that we were too honest. It's that we kept pretending we were okay when we really were not. It's that we smiled through burnout. We nod through heartbreak. We kept it cute through confusion. We kept it polished through pain. And when someone asked us how we're doing, we would say the same two words: I'm fine. When sometimes we were anything but. So today I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the habit of saying I'm fine when we're actually overwhelmed, discouraged, disappointed, tired, lonely, or just trying to hold ourselves together. And I want to talk about what we could say instead. Because healing doesn't always start with a breakthrough. Sometimes it starts with one honest sentence. Before we get into it though, let's anchor this with the word. The scripture anchor for today is Psalms 34, verse 18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. This verse reminds us of something so important. God is not only close to us when we are strong, He is close to us when we are raw, when we are struggling. He's close to us when we don't have the right words. He's close to us when I'm fine is covering a whole lot of pain. And maybe part of the healing is allowing ourselves to admit what God already knows. How are you? It sounds so simple, right? It's one of the most common questions people ask. And for so many of us, the answer is automatic. I'm fine. Not because we're fine, but because it's easy. It's quick. It keeps the conversation moving. It doesn't require vulnerability. It doesn't make anybody uncomfortable. And it lets us stay in control. But let's keep it 100. Sometimes I'm fine is not the answer. It's a shield. It's a script. It's emotional camouflage. It's the thing we say when we don't have the energy to explain what's really going on. And a lot of us have gotten very good at it. We say, I'm fine at work. We say, I'm fine at church. We say, I'm fine on the phone. We even say, I'm fine in text messages. We say, I'm fine to family. Sometimes we even say, I'm fine to the people who loves us the most. And after a while, it becomes a reflex. That's when it gets dangerous. Because when fine becomes your default, you could start disappearing inside your own life. The truth is, I'm fine can hide a whole lot. It can mean I'm grieving, I'm overwhelmed, I'm disappointed, I'm anxious, I'm exhausted, I'm feeling unseen, I'm carrying too much, I'm not trying to fall apart in public, and from the outside, everything could still look okay. You still showed up. You still answered the emails. You still handled your responsibilities. You still smiled when people looked your way. You still made it through your day. But inside, you're stretched paper thin. Your spirit is tired. Your nervous system is shot. Your heart is in a million pieces. And that little phrase, "I'm fine," becomes a way to keep moving without being seen. Now, let me say this up front. Don't get me wrong. There's a difference between privacy and pretending. You're allowed to be private. You don't owe everybody your personal story. You don't owe every casual acquaintance an emotional breakdown. You don't have to explain your pain to people who haven't earned that kind of access. But pretending all the time, that costs something. It could cost intimacy. It could cost peace. It could cost support. It could cost connection. And sometimes it can even cost your relationship to yourself. And I want to be compassionate here. Listen to me. Because people don't keep saying "I'm fine" for no reason. Some of us grew up in environments where emotions were inconvenient. Some of us learned early that vulnerability didn't feel safe. Some of us had to become the strong one too soon. Some of us were praised for being low maintenance. Some of us learned how to keep going no matter what. And for a whole lot of women, especially in midlife, we spent years carrying people, fixing things, holding households together, showing up in jobs, supporting children, supporting parents, supporting everybody else. So when someone asks us how we're doing, we don't even check in with ourselves first. We just say the line, "I'm fine," because it feels efficient. It feels safer. It feels less messy. We don't want to feel like a burden. We don't want to unravel in the middle of Walmart or at the office or on a random phone call. And I get that. But sometimes survival language becomes a prison. And that's what we need to watch. This is where today's message really came together for me. Embarrassment passes, but regret lingers. Sometimes we tell ourselves not to speak honestly because we're trying to avoid embarrassment. We don't want to cry. We don't want to look too needy. We don't want to sound so dramatic. We don't want to feel exposed. We don't want to be misunderstood. For some of us, we don't want to look like we're not handling life well. So instead, we stay polished, we stay vague, we stay fine. But what lingers later is often not the embarrassment we avoided, it's the regret. The regret of not speaking up sooner. The regret of not asking for help. The regret of letting people think we're okay when we're drowning. The regret of isolating ourselves. The regret of always choosing image over honesty. That's why I believe honesty is courage. Not oversharing, not telling everybody every detail, not emotional dumping, just courage. The courage to be the 1 degree more truthful than you were yesterday. And sometimes that 1 degree changes everything. So let's get practical for a minute. If "I'm fine" has become your automatic default answer, here are some things you could say instead. Number 1, it's been a long week. When they say, "How are you?" It's been a long week. Simple, honest, human. Number 2, I'm a little overwhelmed today, but I'm working through it. That tells the truth without giving away more than you want to. 3, I'm not really up for talking, but I appreciate you asking. That is honesty and a boundary. And boundaries are healthy. 4, I've been better. Short, clear, real. 5, I'm processing a lot right now. That works especially well when you don't even have the language yet for what you're feeling. 6, today feels a little heavy. That one says a lot with very little. 7, I could use a listening ear. That takes courage, but it also gives someone a chance to show up for you. 8, I'm okay enough, but not fully okay. That one right there, that's real life sometimes. 9, I'm hopeful, but I'm tired. And honestly, that may describe a whole lot of us in transition season. 10, I'm here. Not thriving, not collapsing, just here. Present, breathing, doing your best. And sometimes that is the truest answer of all. Now let me say this, because this matters. Stopping the habit of saying I'm fine does not mean everybody gets full access to you. Everybody's not your safe place. Everybody's not your confidant. Everybody has not earned access to your tender places. So yeah, tell the truth, but tell it with discernment. You could be honest and still be wise. You could be vulnerable and still have boundaries. You could be real and still protect your peace. And if you don't yet have people around you who feel safe enough for your honesty, don't ignore your feelings just because the room isn't right. Tell the truth somewhere. Tell it in prayer. Tell it in a journal. Tell it in therapy. Tell it on a walk. I feel like Dr. Seuss. Tell it on a talk. Tell it in your notes app. Tell it in the mirror if you have to. Because sometimes the first person we need to stop lying to is ourselves. I think this conversation especially hits hard in midlife. These 50s, y'all. Because by now, a whole lot of us know how to function while hurting. We do. We know how to get things done while grieving. We know how to be responsible while disappointed. We know how to keep polished while uncertain. We know how to keep showing up, even when our hearts are asking for a minute. And in this season of reinvention like the one I'm in right now, emotional honesty matters even more. This journey is not about applying to overseas jobs. It's about alignment. It's about truth. It's about becoming more honest about what I want, what I need, what I'm ready to leave behind, and what I'm still believing God for. Because reinvention requires truth. You have to tell the truth about what's no longer working. You have to tell the truth about what you're tired of tolerating. You have to tell the truth about what's stretching you. You have to tell the truth about what still lives in your heart. And yeah, that could feel uncomfortable. But temporary discomfort is a small price to pay for long-term self-abandonment. When you stop defaulting to I'm fine, you begin to build something beautiful. You build self-trust. Every time you tell the truth, even in a small way, you reinforce this message. My feelings matter. My inner world matters. I don't have to abandon myself to appear strong. And honesty builds stronger relationships too. People can't deeply know a version of you that is always edited. They can admire you. They can respect you. They can even love you. But connections deepen where truth lives. And honesty brings relief. There's relief in putting down the performance. It's heavy. There's relief in not having to package your emotions all the time. There's relief in saying, actually, today is hard. There's relief in saying, I'm disappointed. I'm hopeful, but I'm stretched. There's relief in being human. So here we are, day 74, y'all. No applications submitted. Engagement hour completed though. And today's reminder is simple. Embarrassment passes, but regret, that bad boy lingers. Don't let the fear of feeling awkward keep you from telling the truth about your life. You don't have to tell everybody everything, but you do deserve to be honest somewhere. With yourself, with God, with one trusted person, with your journal, with your healing process. Because I'm fine may get you through a moment, but truth is what helps bring you back to yourself. So the next time someone asks, "How are you?" before you answer automatically, take a breath, just one, and see if there's a truer sentence available to you. Maybe it's been a long week. I'm carrying a lot right now. I'm hopeful, but I'm tired. I'm not up for talking, but thank you for asking. Or maybe it's just, I'm here. And that honesty, that small, brave honesty, is where your healing starts. Hey, my friend, thank you for being here with me for day 74. If this episode spoke to you, tell me in the comments. What's one thing you say besides "I'm fine" when you want to be more honest? And if this blessed you, encouraged you, or made you feel a little less alone, share it with somebody who might need this too. And don't forget to subscribe to Ways of Change. I'm Vanessa, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 75. Bye now.